Hello, dear fans and subscribers. This is your host Ram here with a very quick review of the balanced four teams which are remaining in the World Cup 2023. As you know, the ICC Cricket World Cup kicks off tomorrow, the 5th of October, with the curtain raiser, which is New Zealand taking on England. And we all know what was the New Zealand World Cup. Then in the 2019, England won their first ever World Cup, and what a match that was! That was absolutely something that kept everybody on tenterhooks all through the game. And then finally, England clinched it in the final. Delve, it was a super over, and we saw some. It was something. The scenes that were enacted in the year 2019 are still very ripe in memory. When tomorrow, when England and New Zealand clash in the first ever match at the Narendra Modi Stadium, where the World Cup 2023 will be starting tomorrow in India, and what a proud moment it is for India. And India, as you know, have won the World Cup twice, and they would like to make it a triple whammy. And they definitely look real prospects, according to me, with the right blend. But anyway, those things we can talk later. But as I said, it's going to be so. I have four previews to do, and the four previews being Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and England. So I'm going to start off with Australia. So it's not going to be very long. It's going to be a skimmer here. And as far as the Australian squad is concerned, one thing that I would like to talk about, I think I'm very happy for Manus Labuschagne coming into the order for whatever the reasons, but definitely he's someone who will be giving the stability that is required to the batting order. Yes, Stephen Smith is there who can really provide that stability, but I think Manus Labuschagne is also someone who can lend the stability to the Australian innings. When the strokes are going on, he's someone who could hold the end and probably open out at the end. So I think that's a very good choice. Travis Head is someone who is going to make a good difference. He has been in some great touch, and one would expect him to really contribute. Travis Head. Other than that, Josh Inglis yesterday we saw against Pakistan in the victory Australia had. Josh Inglis was very. It was some delightful cricket from Josh Inglis, who really turned on the heat with some unorthodox stroke making. Alex Carey a bit out of form, one could call. David Warner always a big prize on his wicket, and he has been getting into some form of late. So David Warner would definitely be a big trump card for Australia, and David Warner has good knowledge of Indian conditions. So it is something that is going to be very interesting as to how David Warner grows. And other than that, I think Sean Abbott, who has come into the Australian side, is going to be a valuable addition. What one has seen from him is that his batting he's coming as an all-rounder. So basically his batting and his bowling, both are something which, according to me, are going to prove valuable. And I think he's going to make a big contribution in this World Cup with his bowling and batting. Mitchell Marsh, Mel, he's going to be the most dangerous player for all the opposition, because he is someone who's going to take the game away from you. And also, besides that, you know that when he's there, sparks are flying. Marcus Stoinis has not been in some great form, according to me, but I don't think it takes much time for Marcus Stoinis to hit form, being the all-rounder of the team. And also his bowling is something which comes in handy. Cameron Green, well, this is his first World Cup, so that is a sort of welcome home, and he has played in India as well. So definitely Cameron Green is someone who's going to be a very big factor for Australia. He's going to be, definitely Cameron Green is someone who's going to contribute with both bat and ball. And Glenn Maxwell, even though he suffered that very big injury, he got rehabilitated and he has come back. And yesterday, after seeing his performance against Pakistan, even though it is a warm-up match where he smacked 77 odd runs, but what was good about him, when I've seen a sort of we know that Glenn Maxwell is a useful bowler, but by looking at the way he was bowling, he is someone who is able to get the wickets and also keep the run flow down. So that is going to be a big asset for Australia. And as far as the pace bowling, I think they are very well stocked. as far as the captain himself is concerned, Pat Cummins, who's going to definitely have that pace, and he's someone who is a very, very experienced bowler. Then Mitchell Stark is there, also another experienced bowler. So there's a variety there, left arm and the right arm. And Mitchell Stark on his day can be deadly, and he can swing the ball at pace. And especially in India, looking at the way things have been going, where the rain has been a factor, even hitting all the warm-up matches. I think Mitchell Stark is someone who could probably capitalize at that stage when the ball starts moving around. And Josh Hazelwood, I love Josh Hazelwood because Josh Hazelwood is someone who's not going to give you that drivable length. He's going to keep the ball at the batsman, and he's a very, very, I would say, a very, very smart customer, Josh Hazelwood. Adam Zampa is the leg spinner in the team, and definitely he has a lot of experience as well. But one does not know whether Jason Sangha, the youngster, would probably get a look in after looking at his performance. But Adam Zampa, I think, is someone who is going to be the real spinner for Australia, the genuine spinner. Ashton Agar, well, he will be he's the left arm spinner, and also he's an all rounder as well. His batting is also something that is going to help Australia. But Australia definitely, to me, definitely looking very good. And I think they are the ones who hold the record for the maximum World Cup wins. I think it's 3, if I'm not wrong. So definitely the Aussies will be definitely looking forward to it. And I think they are looking very good as far as this World Cup is concerned. But probably the record in ODIs of late, probably I think there is a bit of a dip, if I'm not wrong. Probably they have to really lift it, but probably the World Cup is a different scenario. It is completely a different ball game altogether because every team wants to lay their hands on the cup. Let's have a look at England now. Now, England are the defending champions. England are the defending champions who are playing after winning the last World Cup in 2019. And well, England, to me, are the ones, like India, I think, are real favorites to once again really going to be living up to the role or living up to the title of the defending champions, according to me. And oh, what a team it is. Josh Butler, I mean, if you look at any of these players in the England team, you feel there is some danger lurking around the corner. Josh Butler, the wicketkeeper batsman and the captain of the team, Johnny Baristow, and my word, these two players are electric, according to me. And then Harry Brook, finally, with all his, with the dint of some sheer performances, forcing the English selectors to bring that bloke back into the team. And I think that's a great thing, according to me. And Harry Brook will definitely have a bit of pressure on him because he knows that he has put up those performances to get into the England squad for the World Cup. And what a happy moment for him. I really, really wish this youngster lots of good luck. And may he shine in this World Cup in India. And Joe Root is the one who will bring the stability. But of late, one has seen Joe Root. He likes to play the ram shot, and he can bring a lot of shots from outside the book in the World Cup. And David Mallon, well, he's also someone who has fought for his place and finally clinched it, and he's looking in fine fettle. Jason Roy, well, he has been withdrawn from the team, as you all know. The all-rounders, they have a very, very veritable mix of all-rounders, starting with Moeen Ali, the cleanest hitter, according to me, of a cricket ball. Moeen Ali and also his left-arm spin, right-arm off-break bowling will be pretty handy. Oh, Liam Livingstone, he can hit those monstrous sixes, and he would make a huge difference. Okay, and as I know, these people and all have been playing in the IPL. They know the conditions in India, so it's not going to be anything foreign for them. David Willey, well, he's also a big contributor of the bat and ball. And Sam Curran, I mean, of late we have seen he has added a new dimension to his all-round status, whether it be batting or bowling. You can count on this bloke, youngster Sam Curran, to deliver the goods. Ben Stokes, well, that is the great thing that has happened for them, according to me. And he is going to be playing one hell of a role in this England team, and one knows. I mean, I need not even tell. This is the mercury level of England. I would say is the mercurial all rounder of England, and he has come out of retirement. I mean, not retirement. Basically, he said he won't be playing, but England have coaxed him out of it, and I'm sure Ben Stokes is out there to show to the world that why he's in this England team. Chris Wokes, another very, very smart customer, operates in a very cool and calm manner, whether it be the batting or bowling, and he would be definitely making a big difference. Well, look out for this young bowler, a young pacer who has a lot of heat in him. It's Gus Atkinson. Gus Atkinson is someone who is going to really let go the thunderbolts at the opposition, and he has that ability, but it is going to be see how it translates, because this is his first tour of any country. I mean, he has just entered cricket. So I think that would be a real test for him. But I'm looking out for Gus Atkinson really doing. But on Indian pitches, you can't expect the pace bowlers to really hold sway. But Gus Atkinson would still be someone, just because of the pace, the pace factor that would really give him that extra edge, one could call, over other bowlers. Reece Topley, I mean, we have seen that he's someone, the left arm fast medium, and he operates very well. He really with his height, he gets that bounce. He gets the ball to move away, swing in, swing out. So that's another going to be something which is going to be pretty good for England. Adil Rashid has been a very veteran for this England team, and he is someone who would always do something extra special, according to me. And Mark Wood, another man who is going to be, with Gus Atkinson, there is an experienced pacer, Mark Wood, who would be turning on the heat. I think Mark Wood is someone who's going to be deadly, according to me. And again, as I said, the pace factor is something which gives the extra edge. And we have one young pacer, Gus Atkinson, who is into the World Cup for the first time, who is into his first tour of international cricket after playing at home. But look out for Mark Wood. Mark Wood would be someone who would be ramping it up here. Okay, now let's get away from here and let's look at the next squad. The next squad that I'm going to look at is going to be, let's have a look at New Zealand. Now, New Zealand, according to me, this is the squad which, very unfortunately, I mean, if you look at the history of New Zealand in the World Cup, we have seen that they have almost done a great job, but finally they are not able to go through the finishing line. We saw that against England. I mean, it was as a matter of who is going to win their first World Cup. It is England or New Zealand in 2019. It happened to be England, but New Zealand, yes, right now with Kane Williamson coming back to the team, that is going to really greatly strengthen. And Kane Williamson is definitely in good touch, as we have seen, and he's another captain. And as I said, according to me, he's a thorough gentleman of the game. And I think if at all the spirit of cricket is to be given in cricket, I think this man, Kane Williamson of New Zealand, the captain, deserves it more than everybody, because he has a very cool and calm demeanor, and also he's very good with everybody. So I think Kane Williamson, in all, I think he's a wonderful person. And as a cricketer, I think the Spirit of the Cricket Award should be given to Kane Williamson. Looking at New Zealand, well, they have a lot of riches to choose from. Devon Conway is a wonderful batsman, and he's someone who keeps on. Turning on the runs. So for him, it's not, getting runs is not an issue at all. Will Young, definitely, it is his first taste of the World Cup, and Will Young is young, talented. There's a lot of hope on Will Young. Probably has come. I mean, in New Zealand, we see that the players basically come into cricket at a very not come at a they don't catch them young. They catch them a bit old, I would call, from the history of what I've learned about New Zealand. But Will Young is someone who is a very talented bloke as far as the batsman is concerned. Tom Latham brings all his experience. He's the vice captain of the team. He's going to really combine well with Kane Williamson, scheming things for the team. And Tom Latham himself is someone. Now, Tom Latham is someone who is going to give that sort of a real cushion for New Zealand. The reason being that if at all someone has to stay there, bide their time, looking at the situation, that's going to be Tom Latham, who's going to be the sheet anchor. And then Glenn Phillips. Now, Glenn Phillips is someone who can really hit the ball very hard and high. But the big thing for Glenn Phillips is that he's a fantastic fielder. I mean, you put him in any areas, and he will come up with something extraordinary. And he's someone and also his right arm off break bowling is going to come in handy. Looking at the all rounders from New Zealand, Mitchell Santner definitely brings a lot of experience into the mix. There's no doubt about it. And his batting will be there. He's the left arm spinner. Mark Chapman, of late, we have seen that he is someone who can do good on subcontinental tracks as far as his batting is concerned. And he can play some good strokes as well. And you have seen what he did against Pakistan in the ODIs when the chips were down. He came in and delivered. And you can always count on him. He also, I believe he did. I believe he did well against India as well. So he's an upcoming talent. And then James Neesham, again, the experienced bloke, also a very good all-rounder. Daryl Mitchell. Now, Daryl Mitchell, look out for Daryl Mitchell, because Daryl Mitchell, according to me, I've seen that he is someone who has really, really matured into a very good batting all-rounder for New Zealand. His batting is something which is really, really absolutely eye-catching. And you can actually go and depend on this particular player to come and perform. Rachin Ravindra is another precocious talent who is there for the New Zealand team. Of what little cricket he has played, what I have seen is that he has that ability to bat well, and also his left arm spin bowling is something which he has seen that he could definitely pick up some wickets as well. As far as the bowling goes, now bowling is something which always has been a sort of a very strong factor for New Zealand, especially with Trent Bolt coming in. That has really given them that extra edge, according to me. I'm very happy to see Trent Bolt and Tim Southee always operating in tandem, and we know what an awesome combination they are. They have given a lot of victories for New Zealand, Trent Bolt and Tim Southee. And again, there is a sort of a real vibe between both, with the one bowling left arm, the other bowling right arm. And Trent Bolt has this habit of knocking up early wickets. Lockie Ferguson, as I said, he will bring that pace factor into the equation, and he's someone who is going to be providing a sort of real heat over there. As far as Matt Henry is concerned, yes, Matt Henry probably, I always have felt that Matt Henry has not been having a very consistent place in the New Zealand team. But I think now with the way he has been performing, I think he's someone who is a given. And as far as East Sodhi is concerned, what one has seen is that he has really blossomed into a good all-rounder, because be it his batting or his bowling, both are something which is always coming to the party. And I think Sodhi has really blossomed into a very good all-rounder for New Zealand, with his bowling, and also his batting is a big factor as well. So let's look at the last squad in this last preview in this World Cup, and that is going to be South Africa. Now, South Africa, as you know, very sorry. The only time I thought that South Africa would have probably won the World Cup, this is one team, the World Cup has really eluded them. They had a great chance. They muffed it up. And then I thought when AB de Villiers was there, I had a strong feeling that South Africa would probably win the World Cup. That was not to be. But whether this team, that is going to be a sort of a question. Yes, they are looking good. Their whole approach is good, and their team has a good mix as well. Let's talk about the South African squad. Timber Abauma is the captain who is leading the team. He himself is a very good batsman and also a gun fielder. Quinton de Kock, well, we are probably seeing Quinton de Kock for the last time in a World Cup. He has already said that he's going to be retiring from ODIs, going to concentrate on T20 cricket, T20 leagues. Quinton de Kock is someone who is going to be a sort of a key figure in the South African squad with this aggressive batting at the top. Reza Hendricks is an extremely talented opening batter for South Africa, and I'm sure this World Cup is something where Reza Hendricks will definitely score. Henrik Klaasen, of late one has seen, he's the most dangerous batsman in world cricket, according to me right now, with his batting, and he is someone who is going to be sending shivers down the opposition bowlers, because Henrik Klaasen, he's a strong hitter of the ball. and he's a wonderful, wonderful player. And also, to boot, he's a wicket keeper. Aidan Markram, well, he has been doing well. He has been doing a good job with his bat as well as ball. So he's going to be someone who's going to really make a. And we all know about David Miller, the veteran, the great finisher, and what he can do to the opposition bowlers. Rassie Vanderson is another one who has been really in cricket for a relatively a long time, I would say. And Rassie Vanderson is someone who would really bring that sort of stability to the batting order, and he himself is a great contributor. The all-rounders, if you look at it, I'm very happy to say Andel Feliquayo coming back, because Andel Feliquayo, the only reason he came back is because I think it was Nokia and I feel sorry for Nokia that he's not there in the South African team, because he would have generated the extreme heat with his pace. But unfortunately, he's not there. But Andel Feliquayo, I think he's going to be someone who's going to be, even though I wouldn't say he's a right replacement, but the only thing that South African advantage will be that he will be an all-rounder. So Andil Feliquayo definitely is a fantastic all-rounder. Marco Hansen, well, he has already been termed as a very young, talented all-rounder, and he has been already showing results. So there's nothing to really talk about. Even though, but one person you could really look at is Gerald Coetzee, probably for the first time coming to India, I suppose, and also playing his first World Cup. Gerald Coetzee, again, this is about pace. And as you know, they are missing Andrik Nokia. But whether this youngster who has really shown a lot of promise, Gerald Coetzee, he's the one who is going to supply the heat factor as far as the pace bowling department is concerned for South Africa. And looking at Nokia not being there, it's a question whether Gerald Coetzee is the one who's going to fill up the boots of Nokia. But I think it's too early to say, because he's a youngster and he's learning the tricks of trade, one could call. Lungi Gidi is another very good bowler. He's a right-hand bowler, and he has been in South African team for quite a long time. He knows he has played in India as well. And then we have Sisanda Magala, another one who probably one has to watch. And then Tabrai Shamsi is going to be the key bowler. There are two experienced South African bowlers who would play a big role in this particular World Cup in India. It's going to be Tabrai Shamsi, the left-arm wrist spinner, like how Kuldeep Yadav of India bowls. Tabrai Shamsi is one who will be, and he's someone, he and Keshav Maharaj will be the ones who would be trying to throttle the opposition's batsman, Keshav Maharaj, and both are capable of picking wickets and could be a match winner on their days. Kagiso Rabada, how can we forget about Kagiso Rabada, who is the sort of the linchpin of the South African attack, the bowling. I mean, he's the one who is going to really give that sort of opening burst. Kagiso Rabada, and South Africa will be banking upon Rabada to give early breakthroughs. Lizard Williams, of what little I have seen with him, yes, he's definitely a talent. But again, I think, this is another opportunity for him. Well, dear fans and subscribers, an absolute pleasure bringing you this preview of the other four teams. As I said, I have to really rush through it. Thanks for being patient and waiting to hear this cricket show. Well, that brings an end to all my previews of this Cricket World Cup 2023 of all the teams. Hope you all loved it, and looking forward to having your company tomorrow when I am out here to talk on the first match, the curtain raiser of the ICC Cricket World Cup 2023 in India, when England take on New Zealand tomorrow. I'll be there to do a match report, or probably a match summary, I would call, on this particular game. Till such time, I see you folks. It's goodbye from here.